So question everybody, how many? This is a 16-ounce bottle, it's 1/8 of a gallon. This is a 64-ounce bottle, it's a half gallon. How many 1/8s are needed to fill up the half gallon? Or the same question is, this half gallon is going to fill up how many of these 1/8 gallon bottles? What do you think? So it's definitely going to fill one of them, right?
Right.
But how many are we going to be able to fill up? What do you think?
So I think we would divide the 40 in half, right? So, because a full gallon is 40.
So I could even do this for fun. That's 1/8. That's 2/8. That's 3/8, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's 4/8.
Right. So 4.
4/8. 4 over 8 makes what fraction? 4 over 8 makes?
Right.
4/8 makes, how do you simplify 4/8 and what do you get?
Two over 4.
Right, which is what? 1/2. 4/8 makes 1/2, right?
Gotcha.
4/8. This guy is going to fill up 4 of these. Or similarly, 4 of these is going to fill up this guy. They're the same thing, right?
Right.
Well, 4 1/8 is going to make 1/2. Now let's hit the paper and we'll see the math on that. So we're asking how many 1/8 gallon bottles are needed to fill a growler, a half gallon. So how many 8s are contained in 1/2 is really what we're asking. How many 8s and a half, right? And again, that's like saying, well, how many 2s are contained in 10? How many 2s are in 10 anyway? 5 of them. How can we get this with division? 10 divided by 2, because that's 10 over 2, which is 5.
Yes.
And by the way, it's not 2 over 10 because that would be 1/5, right? So it's this number divided by this one. So, and this, how do we turn this into a division then?
Division, so it'd be 1/8. Wait. I don't know. A half is more than 1/8, so a half, yeah. And then 1/8 divided by 1/8.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter if it's more actually, but because,
oh, really?
think of it this, no, because 10, it's this number divided by this one,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Right.
Do we have a rule for that, or?
I'm hoping you'll understand it. I'm hoping you'll understand why you did this, and therefore that's why we do that.
No.
Because there is no rule. There's no rule, really. Because I could just make up another question where the rule that you thought you memorized doesn't work anymore. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
See, that's the problem. That's why we're doing all this real lifey stuff. Is to try so we don't have to memorize, so we actually understand. Because that's what you'll bring. You're not going to. Even if I taught you the rule, you just forget it in a few months' time anyway. So what's the point? So that's the whole point. Is like how. If you understand why this became this, then hopefully you'll understand how that became that. No?
It's harder because of the whole numbers and the fractions. It's harder.
Well, what about how many x's are contained in y? What do you think you would do there?
How many x's are contained in y? So,
Yeah.
in y, so y
Yeah?
goes first.
Yeah?
Because we're asking how many are inside of the y.
Yeah?
And then you times it by 6.
How many x's are contained in y? Divided by?
Divided by x.
Yeah. See? Because you understand 10's in 2, therefore you can do the x and y. It's the same thing. You just do the same operation. How many 2's are in 10? You do that. How many x's in y? You do that. Got it?
Gotcha.
That's it. But the trick with math is come up with something simple that you understand, and then use the same operation on the complicated stuff, right?
No, that makes a lot of sense.
So it's a half times what?
Times 8/1.
Right.
And then that's 2 and the 8 can be simplified.
Yeah, 2 and the 8 can be cross cancelled. 2 and the 8 goes 4 times.
That's 4/1, which is 4.
Okay. 4 is our answer. Now, what does that mean in real life? Because our question was, how many 1/8 gallon, 1/8 size bottles are needed to fill a half gallon bottle, right?
4 1/8 gallons.
Right. Right. 4
We're gonna take
bottles. Yeah. 4 of your 1/8 ounce, or 1/8, gallon bottles. So 4 bottles, basically.
Yes.
4 bottles, I should say. 4 of the small bottles will fill up the growler. Right? 4 of the little bottles will fill up the growler. Yep, and that's what we saw, because we saw 4 of these guys fill up. This guy. Okay.